guys, welcome to Rohit Shah Canada Vlogs. I hope all of you are doing well. So this is a really nice morning, and it's raining in Vancouver. So uh, the today's topic is to how to choose college and how you can save a lot of money while doing some research before coming to Canada, and do not rely blindly on any consultant in India, because you know there are huge cut they are getting from these colleges in Canada, almost, let's say, 15% of the total fees that you are paying. So they will try to give a flashy pictures of the colleges in Canada, in which they are getting more commission. So just do not fall into that trap, because I'm here for almost a year. I came here last year into 2020 August, and now I experienced and now I face that I am also being cheated by the consultant. I would say cheated because yes. So I took 1 year course, and the fees I paid from India was 17,500 Canadian dollars for just one year course. And once I arrive here, I had to pay another $1,100, because the 17,500 was the initial deposit for a 1 year course, and then in the second semester they increased the fees at the time of pandemic also. So the fees that I paid for a 1 year course was short, right? So I was bound to pay another $1,100 to the college. So for a 1 year course I paid 18,600 Canadian dollars. That is huge. So the only one thing that matters is the 3 years of work permit. So I would advise you to do your own research. Try to search economic college which has lower fees, as well as the colleges have good reputation. I will give you some examples in Vancouver as well, in Toronto as well. Do your research wisely, choose your courses wisely. Selection of courses is very important, because it is also one of the major factor why the visa officers are rejecting files. So choose your course wisely, and also do your own research. Do not fall into the trap of consultants. So just give the list of colleges where you are interested in applying to them, and just I would say, just direct them to do what you said, and do not give suggestions to you. And whatever they are suggesting, just do your own research before accepting any offer from any colleges and paying fees to any colleges, right? So yeah, that's it. So in Vancouver there is a college. It's a college from university, I would say. So KPU, Alternate Polytechnic University. So the KPU has all the courses in accountancy, finance, IT, engineering, everything, and their fees are almost 13 to 14,000 a year. So that is almost 25-30% lower, and they also has a good reputation. So just wanted to inform you that I'm not an agent of any colleges. I'm not promoting anyone, because I'm not gonna get anything into from this. But whatever I'm sharing based on my experience, whatever I heard from my friends who are already into different colleges. So yes, I would say KPU in Vancouver because you will be able to finish your two year like diploma in just paying 27,000 or even 28,000 Canadian dollars. But if you come to the like high profile colleges, not it's not that's high profile colleges, but they are doing marketing like anything. So once you land here, you will say big hoardings in the Vancouver downtown, Surrey, and all the big malls at all locations. So they are promoting and they are like doing advertising like anything. And there are a lot of people coming from Delhi and even from various places in India and worldwide, but these are too expensive. So I would say you will be able to save almost 2.5 to 3 lakhs Indian rupees, or if I say in Canadian dollars, almost 5,000 Canadian dollars per year you can save by doing your own research. And trust me guys, education is not that hard. So if you are able to cope up with the studies in India, then definitely you will be able to manage over here, because the whole syllabus is scattered into different parts. So you will get 30% for assignment, 30% for midterm, 30% for the final. So if you didn't do well in your midterms, you still have chance to cover up those in your finals. So it is not that hard. You have to just maintain the consistency throughout, so that the GPA would not be impacted at the end. So, and one more thing, the another thing to consider is that the credits. So let's say I have already studied a particular subject in depth in India, let's say accountancy, the basics of accountancy. And the same course, same syllabus is already there in Canada in one or two courses. That is exactly same what I have learned in India. So you can apply to the colleges where you are getting admitted. So just come over here, and then in your first semester just apply for the credit. So get the credentials from the college, all what transcript from your college, and apply for the credit. So they will waive the whole course, and you are not bound to pay fees for that course. So let's say the fees for one course is like 15 to 1800 Canadian dollars, and you are not supposed to pay that. And also you will be able to clear those without taking those courses and paying for that. So I was new when I came here, and no one was here to guide me. So I had to pay $18,600 for just a 1 year course. But I just want to inform you guys in advance, so that you can easily save at least 2 to 3 lakhs rupees by applying for a credit. This is just no one will gonna tell you, but if you have any friends or any cousins over here, you can ask them about it. And also you can inquire to college before accepting the offer, and you can browse on the website. You can get it confirmed with the consultants. The consultant might not tell you, because their cut might be decreased by some fractions or something. So just be careful of that. And I hope if you do your own research and do a good care of things, then you will be able to save 4 to 5 lakhs rupees a month, a year. So this is the thing that I wanted to cover in this video, and I hope you guys will like this video, and subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, because this is one of the things that I shared is very important. Because I know most of the people are from middle class families, and they are taking loans in India with 10%, 12%, and even 15% of interest. So that's a huge burden. Let's say guys, if you are able to save 3-4 lakhs or 5 lakhs rupees a year, then in 2 years you will be saving a lot of money. So just be careful of that, because repaying the loans is very hard, because when you start doing job over here, the savings will be quite less. So it will take almost 4 years, 5 years to repay the 26 lakhs 30 lakhs rupees of education loan that whatever you are taking. So just be careful of that on the money side. And in Vancouver, KPU and Canadian colleges are the options, so just make sure that those are listed into the DLI, and they have good reputations. How you can check? The one best way I would suggest you to connect on LinkedIn to the persons who have already graduated from that college or university, so they can give you a better feedback as compared to anyone staying over here or random. Let's say I studied in Douglas, so I can say whether Douglas is good or bad, or how the education systems, how the classes and examinations are conducted. But if you ask me about the KPU, I would be just having a general idea, not the whole idea, because who have already spent 2 years in that college, or one year in that college, they those people would have been good knowledge as compared to me. So, and one more thing, whether university or college, which you should prefer. So I would definitely suggest you to go for the university. Most of the people think that it is very hard to get admission in the university, but I would like to suggest you just apply and don't think about anything. The consultants will gonna charge you 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 for applying for a university as compared to the college, and they will also tell you, like, for if you want to apply in college, they will apply it for free. That's not free, guys. So they are getting huge money in lakhs of rupees for doing it for free. So just ask them to apply for university, because they are getting 0% commission with the university. So if they are asking you to pay 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 bucks, that's not a big deal, because against that you will be getting a degree and with a reputed university, and also the benefits of that a university can give you would not be available in college. Just take a few examples. That one of my friend got admitted into a university, and at the time of COVID, they were supporting with the quarantine, right? So the students who were in college, they had to pay almost lakhs of rupees for a 14 days quarantine in a private facility. But some of the universities were providing those facilities to students for zero cost. And my friend got a quarantine facility in a 4-star hotel for 14 days with food and everything, and that was for free, and that was totally funded by the university. Even the cab from college, the pickup facility from airport to the hotel, right? So the benefits that a university can give can never be compared with the college, right? And let's say some of the examples, like some of the courses. Some of the courses are directly eligible for PR. If you ask me for an example, if you can check on the Google, like courses eligible for PR in BC, like British Columbia, you will find like NYIT Energy Management course and NYIT Cyber Security course. And there are some courses there are number of courses that are given to different universities. So just check that course, because if you can get degree from that college, you are not supposed to get a job, and after completing your degree from that university, you can directly apply for the state nomination and you will get a PR. So it's that easy, right? So do your own research, because your life will be quite easy, and you are not supposed to compromise with your wages and everything. A lot of stuff you will come to know once you are here. So it's better if you can apply for those courses in UBC as well. There are some courses that is directly eligible for PR. There are some courses in Victoria University, there are some courses in NYIT, there are some courses in SFU, Simon Fraser University in Vancouver. So just apply to those universities first. It can take up to 1 month, but it is not like you will not get admitted to that, right? So I would like to share one example, like in one of the good universities in Toronto, York University. So 4 of my friends have applied for a course, and all of them got their visa, because that's a very good university in Ontario, and also the fees is quite less as compared to any other public colleges. Just check it out, and yeah, that's it. Anything else? So if you guys have any question regarding courses or university, just mention it in the comment box. I would try to answer all of your queries, and just you can ask me any question, whatever you got. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because a lot of things are coming on. I have already applied for my work permit. I am working on it. I am already planning for my PR, so I will gonna share all of my experience with that as well. So I am doing it my own, maybe my PR file. So that's it for now. Just do your own research, because a lot of money you will be paying for the courses, and so just be wise in spending any money, and don't be hurry for anything, because every small decision can cost you in lakhs in Canada, right? In lakhs of rupees, not in dollars. But yes, you can save a lot of money. And that's it for today. Thank you very much guys for watching this video. So bye bye, take care.